And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Setting up a throw. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw now. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Complete beyond the marker. Escapes a defender. They get 37 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Let's go. Go. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Third down from the gun. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Returnable from the 2. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get out of your kickoff returner. It is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Come 19, come 19. And up.
Williams starting with a pass here. Gets his target. That's DJ Moore. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go. Ready.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Throwing deep for the end zone. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 43. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Able to find Dotson here. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Track at 60.
Williams to throw on third. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this punt will be down right at the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, a get to Ford. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 46. Lays out left side and gets it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side set. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And have him gain up about a handful there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Throw reeled in by Njoku. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for Cleveland 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 13-0 lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. First and 10 from the 41. Here's Ford running right. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go.
Back now, pressure on its way. That'll be complete to Ford. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Browns a first.
Here we go, set.
They'll throw it. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And now they're going to face third down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
18, Rattler, 8. Hut, hut.
Here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you can do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears pushing for a score before the break. Trying again following the sack. He's on the move. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good. For Bears,
First down throw by Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, here's Swift. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready? Hunt.
Williams from the gun. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he gets him around 6 there. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
19, Driver, 19.
Working quickly here. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Carney's kick is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
This return starts at the 5. Massive hit. The ball is out. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Escapes the pocket. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Williams set to pass. Moore's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Running back sent in motion. Williams to throw on first. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go.
Williams on the play action. Completed here to Kmet. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here we go, set.
First down, Williams. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Get up. Get up.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Thrash hauls it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, it's 4. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Ford. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll try and throw it here. That one complete to Njoku. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for the back that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a first down, too. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Browns ball, working to carry this lead through to the end.
Bears 10.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
A give up the middle to Ford. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Bears have some new life in the 4th! Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Williams. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DP knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go now.
Working from the gun, Williams. That's grabbed inside the 30. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They go play action on 1st. Brought in right side by Moore. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 2nd and 3 now. Running behind center with Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Set. 19 Lions.
Going to run again with Swift. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Ready, set.
Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
69, ready, 60. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Go.
First down from the red zone. That one's complete over the middle. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears now trail by just a point in the 4th. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. That pass caught by Dotson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Here we go.
Pass play now. Pass complete to Thrash. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Now to throw. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
19 tight. Go.
Back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Ready?
Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Got a man. It's Njoku. And he'll go down after fighting his way into the 32. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Brought in by Ford. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left with 4th down here. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it's going to be Bears football.
Ready.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70 range. Huh.
Williams to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And it sets up 2nd down. Here's Williams. He's looking deep once again. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns are stuck on the return, so a turnover on the final play of regulation, and this game is not over yet. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
He nearly won it for them right there in the opening seconds of overtime. And even if the return didn't send everybody home quite yet, Kate, that's exactly now the mission for the offense. Capitalize on this surge of momentum, this surge of energy, and go finish what that return started and go get this win.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Williams will look to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. And his kick is blocked.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go now.
Running left, here's Ford. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon, they're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now looking to throw. Caught by his back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 2 here. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Here's a throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Okay, now both sides have had a shot, Brock. Neither offense could get the job done. Looks like it'll be one of these defenses that wins them this one in overtime.
Yeah, give these crews defensively some credit here. It's hard to play defense in overtime, but both deliver, and now which offense, Kate, can go and capitalize and finish this game?
And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Go!
A handoff left for Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Let's go!
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
At the 60! At the 60! Ready?
Williams on the play action. Catch is made in close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock. And independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.